Is adult amusement killing our children, or is killing our children amusing adults? Marilyn Manson. Hey everyone. Just over a week ago, many families across the Western world celebrated Mother's Day. This year, Planned Parenthood joined in the celebration with the following tweet. Happy Mother's Day. Planned Parenthood is proud to celebrate mothers in the U.S. and around the world. We're committed to fighting for a world where all mothers can live healthy lives and raise their children in peace. While on its face, this tweet appears to be a respectful support of motherhood. However, coming from Planned Parenthood, the organization that's the leading cause of death of unborn children across the globe, it's the darkest sort of irony. Simply put, Planned Parenthood's century-long mission of indoctrinating and inspiring women and girls to kill their unborn children is the number one reason women don't become mothers at all. If Planned Parenthood was truly dedicated to helping young women plan responsible parenthood, they'd be advocating for women and girls being financially responsible adults who can support their children prior to becoming pregnant. Additionally, if they truly cared about women, they'd oppose feminism's sex liberation movement and the promiscuity culture it created. They're the single largest contributors to the CDC-identified STD epidemic raging across the United States. As a direct result of Planned Parenthood's and feminism's advocacy of irresponsible promiscuity, we now have STDs that were curable that have evolved incurable strains, including but not limited to gonorrhea, chlamydia, and most recently, a new strain of drug-resistant HIV. However, we can't have a rational conversation about abortion based on observable reality and verifiable facts without first defining when life begins and when it ends. Now, I appreciate that pro-abortion activists and advocates don't want to admit that an unborn baby is truly alive until it's actually born. However, this view is directly contradicted by the American College of Pediatricians. They state that life starts at conception, not at childbirth. In fact, in March 2017, they stated, "The predominance of human biological research confirms that human life begins at conception, fertilization. At fertilization, the human being emerges as a whole, genetically distinct, individuated, zygotic, living human organism, a member of the species Homo sapiens, needing only the proper environment in order to grow and develop. The difference between the individual in its adult stage and in its zygotic stage is one of form, not nature." What's interesting about this is that this view of when life begins is not new, or even a redefinition of when life begins. The American College of Pediatricians goes on. Directly based on this observation and the knowledge that the single-cell zygote was alive and an independent being, in 1859, the American Medical Association published a statement strongly opposing abortion. Further, the United States Department of Health and Human Services released its strategic plan for years 2018 through 2022 and states in pertinent part, HHS is committed to supporting the social and economic well-being of all Americans, including those individuals and populations who are at high risk of social and economic challenges. A core component of the HHS mission is the dedication to serve all Americans from conception to natural death. So to be clear, for over 150 years, well-established medical and biological science has repeatedly determined that human life starts at conception, not at childbirth. So now we know when life begins. When does it end? Well, in 1981, the United States approved the Uniform Determination of Death Act. According to Wikipedia, it was developed by the National Conference of Commissioners on Uniform State Laws in cooperation with the American Medical Association, the American Bar Association, and the President's Commission for the Study of Ethical Problems in Medicine and Biomedical and Behavioral Research. The act has since been adopted by most U.S. states and is intended to provide a comprehensive and medically sound basis for determining death in all situations. The United States Uniform Determination of Death Act defines death as an individual is dead if the individual has sustained either irreversible cessation of circulatory and respiratory functions or irreversible cessation of all functions of the entire brain, including the brainstem. So now we have a well-settled medical definition of when life begins and a well-settled legal definition as well as medical definition of when life ends. Let's apply these definitions to the abortion discussion. On October 4th, 2017, CNN reported, a new study finds that nearly half of all 55.7 million estimated abortions around the world each year between 2010 and 2014 were performed in an unsafe manner, putting women at risk for serious complications. These are the first global estimates to show the distribution of the abortions across 3 safety categories, said Dr. Bella Ganatra, a scientist at the Department of Reproductive Health and Research at the World Health Organization and lead author of the study. Additionally, this number is also supported by the Guttmacher Institute. Between 2010 and 2014, the Guttmacher Institute estimates that approximately 56 million abortions occurred each year around the globe. This is up from an estimated 50 million abortions between the years of 1990 through 1994. From 2010 to 2014, an estimated of 25% of global pregnancies, including spontaneous miscarriages, ended in abortion. However, not only is abortion killing unborn children, it's also killing their mothers. A 2014 study by the World Health Organization estimates that between the years 2003 and 2009, approximately 7.9% of all maternal deaths were caused by abortion, an average of 27,571 maternal deaths per year. Another 2014 study, funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, estimates that 14.9% of all 2013 maternal deaths were caused by abortion, totaling somewhere between 38,336 and 49,843 maternal deaths for that year. So to reiterate, every year, approximately 55 million children are killed. According to SecondWorldWarHistory.com, World War II killed just over 72 million people in the entire war. Yet, abortion kills approximately 55 million unborn children per year. Abortion has killed far more unborn children than the entirety of deaths of World War II. So now that we have a general primer on the verifiable facts and observable realities surrounding abortion, it should be really no surprise that the state of Iowa enacted a law outlining abortions of unborn children with a heartbeat. On May 4th, 2018, USA Today reports, Iowa's governor signed legislation Friday prohibiting nearly all abortions in the state after a fetal heartbeat is detected, making it the most restrictive abortion ban in the nation. I believe that all innocent life is precious and sacred, and as governor, I pledge to do everything in my power to protect it. That is what I'm doing today, Governor Kim Reynolds said. The law, which goes into effect July 1, if the courts don't put a stop to it, will require physicians to conduct an abdominal ultrasound to test for a fetal heartbeat on any woman seeking an abortion. If a heartbeat is detected, a physician cannot perform an abortion. Now, with that said, I cannot say I completely oppose abortion in all situations. I can understand that there are circumstances in which it's rationally justifiable. Yet, personal irresponsibility is not one of those rationally justifiable reasons. Too often, the discussion surrounding the abortion debate is inconsistent. I hope this video brings some consistency to the conversation. So, with that in mind, let's return our attention to Planned Parenthood. On February 6, 2017, the YouTube channel Live Action published an interview they conducted with a former Planned Parenthood manager, Sue Thayer. A link is in the description below. She reveals that Planned Parenthood set mandatory abortion quotas for its clinics. If the clinic didn't meet its child killing quota, then corrective actions were issued. If they did meet their child killing quotas, then they were rewarded. The longer they met those quotas, the greater the clinic's reward. So when we look at Planned Parenthood's Mother's Day tweet, nothing can be more hypocritical than pretending to support mothers while profiting from killing their unborn children. If you've enjoyed this video, found it educational or insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell so that hopefully you'll be notified when I upload new content. However, the best way to ensure you don't miss any of my content is to periodically check my channel. You can also follow me at misandrytoday.com, gab.ai, minds.com, as well as support my work on Patreon. And don't forget to check out my sponsor, The Dollhouse. And, in case I'm targeted by YouTube, I mirror all my content on Bitchute. All the links are in the description. I'm DDJ, and this has been your dose of Misandry Today.